Mending arek dijal.
India. Oh, ano? Saya keluar. Udah nih yang tua.
Balik nih. Aku gak pati awas ya nek moto kuwi. Rohku lho wis lewat dari jali. Arek ngebel wis keblasuk ya.
Oswald. This game is indeed so exciting. It needs help as a friend who created and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about. So it's best working to the people who take the scene and make this work. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible. He's a really good fan. Okay. Into the right position for the set. Orlando. Full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Hoisted forward. And looking at the referee, but he's way to play on. Lawrence showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're pulling on all the resources. And it's played forward. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time to select. Privilege. Key. Excellent challenge. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Hoisted forward. That's it. That's it now, but there may be one more opportunity for him to follow up that skill.
Full skill
Somehow, he's won the scoring position. We'll keep the team on. It's really Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens next. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him. Richarlison really showed good strength there. Held his man off, didn't let himself get the lead, and got his effort away. Maintained control. It's starting to look very comfortable. Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. That's the end of that. It all started well enough. Going through. Got a shot away. Very speculative with little threat around the keeper. Well, they scored their first goal from the corner. What about now? And he's got to clear it. Richarlison hits it! Because he could easily ignore that, just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing. But instead, he looks as if he relishes the chance to continue for his team. Now, right from the edge of the box, it could go either way here. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a clear kick. That's the insult from here. Unit with a perfect chance to get one back. Making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. During the break. Richarlison. Better there, it's a wasted chance. Kimmich drives it forward. Bxzpoe. Virginia. Madison, one goal already. Tottenham really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack the sharpness and urgency. Surely that could go better. It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a And it's made forward. It's a good pushing there. business here. Who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Oh, I like that. I hope he can produce together. Very, very talented. Bentancur, Fiorina, Madison, Solanke. Oh, that's neat. Head's got better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Mustara. Good ball. Has a hit! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss, but just lacking the executor. And while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking players actually got through. He's got away. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Cuts it out. Madison. Solanke. Gets it back. Madison. Goretzka with a good steal. Well played. Into some space. Bentancur. Madison. Charlison. Oh, good tackle. Madison. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Bentancur. Here's Kane. It's gone away. It's Kane. It's anyone's ball. Chance to play it in. Bentancur. Well, he's going to break the tempo. We'll see the time. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Well, we have clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense effect. Oh, good interception. Madison. Really celebrated. It's a foul. Free kick to given. Against the ticky ones, it needs to be very careful now. Yeah, he hasn't changed his ways, or this referee can see change his ways. Stoppage time, a crucial goal. The first 45 minutes are did indeed come in the first half. One goal. It's a dressing room that needs rousing at hard times because the truth is not the pep talk works. We may see a very different side second half. We need to. We are already properly back on the way. Tottenham
need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that. Back to base. Randy Balcon. Bentancur. Kula. Madison. Charlison. The second half off to a spectacular start. How's that for a class finish? Oh, that's just clever. You got to keep the thinking was done one way, only to have boxing by doing the other. Very nice. The equaliser, and we're over square. Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides. Individual talent on show. It could go either way. Richarlison is this way. Solanke, he has been fouled there. The referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move there and he's in trouble. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Dispatched expertly, nicely done. Now, how will things develop from here? Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage. Now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required. This is the time to talk about risks. They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. Spot on, Peter. Munich moving men forward, threatening to break. Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic. Charlison. For the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Top will put it back again. Speed forward. Ball. He's through, now is he in? And it's played forward. It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Balance and uses the ball. And carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now. Vierinha. Tries to squeeze it through. Quite. Vierinha. Right, penetrating now. Tottenham just have to run down the clock. Tottenham certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back. Munich, another forward for this need to give it everything they have. Kitchen sink included. Charlison. Yes, they turned the lost cause into a win cause. They took resilience and character that they had ample amounts. Come alongside this, getaway home, so to speak. Of course, Manuel Neuer, he doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems Solanke is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. That's all the other footballing moment. This game has already taken on a real attacking edge. Great corner, and he did the rest. Well, as contact goes, that was possession, so he's hoping to direct him exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the area of the problem, this fella is definitely no slouch. Possibilities there. You can't teach that. You want to have it when you don't. Anticipation is on another layer to everyone else's. Superb. Starting to look very very much the better team to cause even more damage here. Breaks on here. And here's Kane. He's in the lead. I'm sure he'll go again. This is done, there's a foul. That's what they could do to you. Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise the defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable. This is threatening to become a really good game. I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. All systems go here. Forward pass. Now a chance to break. Kimmich. And a save. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to go, and he didn't go for the back heel. The first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Offside that time. Kola.
Kimmich. Forward it goes. Solanke. Goretzka gets it back. Kimmich. Mustafa. Charlison. Kula. Challenge, he just stood firm. Goretzka. Madison. Stop defending there. And here's Kane. Brilliant interception. What we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can have more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go at that first line, that could quite easily change hands in the second. Like the football unpredictable. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. Forward it goes. And they're off the desk. Charlison. Goretzka. Kane. He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser! He reserves to shoot, and he duly delivered. It's almost criminal to see the defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They will get the heater, they pay the price and deserve it. We have ourselves a real game here. Yeah, it's a very good contest for a team. Just capable of running the game on his own. It's a big the odds were against him, little matter. I think that defence there thought they were in good position, they had it where they wanted, yet somehow it was the scoring position, but it didn't seem on. It's really crappy business.
Iya, Kak Menzo.
We're into the lead. Hits the ball with his man. There's no sign here of forwards looking back. They are staying upfield. They are, Peter, and but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
That defence just wasn't expected when they did what they saw from, so when they did, they were such a well-known finish, isn't it? I just listened to the reaction. I think we can.
And it's Kane. Replicating it. And here's Calabri. Challenge. He can give it. Now with a break and play. Villarreal. Solanke. Solanke really was well marshalled there. Going through. That's the shoot. It's broken loose. Gnabry. Chance to play it in.
succession. Well, these are the sort of opportunities, Peter, that really need to be taken when playing training. There's pressure on this one. He's shaping up to have a crack for here. He's gone for the shots. That was travelling. Could be another change here. Oh, all the base on his way off, and that is the least he deserves. He's delivered in that regard. The manager is probably just spotted him and decided to be, that's the case then, so he's doing the right thing. And he's there to carry on. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. He's made sure that won't get through. He's got away.
Masih tak ketemu.
They're looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk. Certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back. That's been leave it clear. Really from a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure up. Really alerts the danger. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Tottenham hold on. Conference game, a single goal margin. Take away from the paid off. For me, they were persistent and just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, to wish you all So it's down to business here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Yeah.
pulling it back. Extra. And here's Kane.
Easy you.
Bxzpoe. Bentancur. Anything good to pick out of these early exchanges? But neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Oh, what was it? Has to be done. On the post, he's just one way to a victory feat. I'd be surprised if he tries that again. Who's that? Oh, what interception. Really a bird for the major. Solanke. Bentancur. Thereabouts, gone. And his shot has a goal!
Kecil.
Plays it forward. Is he going to play it? Extra. Promising, but eventually caught it without throwing it hard. Assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Belayan jalannya kalau sih. Bening di mana musuh-musuh ini?
One through needs to be good here. Striding forward, facing goal. Richarlison going for goal. Bentancur shows there will be 3 Yeah, let's talk defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Vieira. So close to half-time too, avoids them that extra little psychological edge. When it's one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit. How's that for a class finish? I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by failing to move one way and then readjusting back. So tricky. This team is finding really limited of them. The players seem to think well and shouldn't even up the ball, the passes are sticky. No one's a great have a go. Top club come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It was tight, it's been exciting. There's been numbers to chew on during the break. We are already properly back underway. Tottenham carrying a 1-goal lead. Richarlison. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. And here's Kane. Kane. Romero. Ganso. Vieirinha. And the shot! They scored! And the second half is on well, considering he has a bit of a shoot on sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from Moran's. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Richarlison is playing through. Munich, the two men forward, threatening to break. Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic. Iscara. Shakes the shoots! He has done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head! Munich are really pouncing on any straight passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net and to attack the header.
Let me shot.
It is easy to find it easier to attack than defend. They don't need to dig in the back of it. Thinking about that, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. They're very much the better team at the moment. Richarlison shaping up to have a track from here.
Really? Without a scrap, their attitude just can't be called. 40 yards. Are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a set. And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive shot! Looking back at that, that's how you play on the fence. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. Otherwise a stunning break. Munich have sort of picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? Bisa gimana orang tua cuma
So that to me says everything. Some activity down on the touchline. There's going to be a change. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. He's through. And there's the time of the pass. They've worked it before and they'll get it, they'll work it again. Such an open invitation. He was added time and memorable for its fluctuation in tensions.
Waking ya, jauh.
Okay, thanks to Jim for his wisdom. To wish you all a very good evening.
Gue pikir lah keambisi mati.
And it's way forward. For the outcome, it is good to see someone running on the defence like that. And he's away. Shot. Strikers looking. And it's been taken straight back.
cut.
Yoi, Allah, ini khusus. Silinya
Charlison. It gets past his mind. He's not one ready to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
Iya toh.
Richarlison. It's very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save and maybe at the footballing moment. Spectacular but solid, and that solidity will get you the foundation for them to go on with. 5 minutes and it's still goals. Style. That is lovely footwork. It's the ball of his man. Taking off and he and it's Kane. Really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options. Solanke. Richarlison. Made their intentions clear by leaving men up front. Maybe to play on the break. Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a penalty.
That's why.
Touches here, but they're not making much progress. In time 4, Phil's looking. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the
They
decision
take the
making
ball up.
we can't. You learn from it.
This guy. Goretzka. Full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Forward it goes.
Kena.
This game can get you the winner.
Aku yang masih kuat.
Final 5 minutes. Make sure that won't get through.
Harus dipahami.
Oh, what is perception? Really alert behavior. You wonder if that's it now.
Masa umpan ni
Maybe
seorang.
one opportunity to for a late night steal. And there goes the final whistle. Yes, there is some saying what to do, but it's a real problem too. Thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good goal.
Just listen to the
And we're underway. You get this turned off, Jim? Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the what a start! And what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. Decision for the referee. The referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble. And it's Kane. Coming it out. Kola. Richarlison. Kola. Madison. Richarlison. Solanke. Is there. Now the counter. And it's Goretzka. He's through. And the shot! Great save. Kane really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was. I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the hardest thing to do. Madison. Solanke.
quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Solanke. On a save. And it's Kane. The ball's come up. Oh, Danny's asking for trouble. Well, the crowd clearly know what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Space of Wednesday, he was never going to miss. When that much time was afforded in the penalty box, nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier. Munich at the equaliser, and we're all square. I think both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now. You've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim. It looks simple, Peter, but it requires a good space and good understanding to pull it off. Bentancur coming up to half-time, leading, and Victor Springer. He's left his man, could go all the way here. Oh, what a play. He's taken it really clearly. This is the outcome. It is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Going through. Goretzka. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So the last big chance perhaps before half time. And just look at the keeper. He's really busy trying to get as much protection in place as he possibly can. Just control there. He gets past his man. Charlison. It's kind of a hard one to goal kickers, I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can have more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them. The goals come out, and they put goal here. Here it is now, surely. Goretzka. Really empty when they're straight passes in midfield. We're talking seconds to it.
Not to forget.
He's made sure that won't get through. Radu. Forward it goes. Madison. Solanke. Put it. And that's the keeper. Charlison.
Ya,
preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. Well, it's attempting really alert to the danger. Hoists it forward. He's got away. Looking at the referee, but he's way to play on. Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-shaking. Leaving men forward, pressing to brace. Well, if they're not putting the work in, then they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. Try from distance. Charlison.
Dalam 45 sirai
What a super goal. I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by failing to move and then readjusting back. So tricky. He's been unstoppable. Every single time he's been in possession, he's with the threat. Tottenham with a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win. Good corner here. The changes there in quick succession.
Romero.
The main man takes his lead. Good all the ovation. Yeah, I think he'll be okay about that now. I think if the manager had taken him off the goal earlier, I think he would have been a little bit upset about that. But now that he's got his hat trick, I think all's okay. And it's Kane. Chance to break. Gets away from his opponents. Can he find a finish now? Oh! A real chance and a real let-off. Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift. Hey. It's found its place and it's saved! How good was that? A finish right from the top floor! And that's the goal. Really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. If you look back on the game, Tottenham has some very strong goals for the doing it. It's not often you see it so effective, but it's very impressive the way they put through the heart of that defence. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter. He seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line. And what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
That's thinking to say he will be a central feature, no doubt.
Madison.
The referees awarded a free kick. And it's Kane. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Kola. Bentancur. Madison. Oh, real danger here. Time to deliver. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Looks a foul. Yep, the referee's given it. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Bentancur. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Solanke. Get the better of his opposite number. The defence dealt with that really well. Back into the middle. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. There are a few waiting for it. Vierinha. Get it forward quickly. Hoist it forward. That's a little unfortunate. You had a lot of people worried there. Van Velken. Richarlison. Goretzka gets it back. Kimmich. And it's Kane. Eliseu. Kane. And he's He was really quick to react to the initial save. Players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in some great punching positions. Every moment was that. Munich take the lead, 1-0. Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Where you see it?
Who's full? Who's going to get that? Okay, now the counter. Very well to intervene.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And here's Kane. Bentancur goes looking. Richarlison. Forward it goes. Romero. Madison.
Để cái có tạt Udah ada masuk aja.
Half-time whistle goes. Here we go. Good for half-time.
Eric
The first half has only been that one goal. It's very, very tight. Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. There seems a lack of bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change.
Nih,
We're already into the second
udah
period.
sih.
Tottenham need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that. Solanke sits and nailed. That wants to win it back. Madison has it in a wide position. So what next? Bxzpoe, Madison looking to break out here, and here's Kane. We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack. They're just looking to break up. Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible. Solanke. Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now. This isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break. It just has to be done. Madison. No, that's not the chance to break. Please make sure that won't get through. Quick ball forward. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. And it's played forward. Richarlison. Solanke. Was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's going over to and that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Look, Peter, I was on the fence before the ball was kicked, and it fell again. Turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Jonathan, Bxzpoe. Been caught out here. Forward it goes. Vierinha. Loose ball. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. We move up again here. Kola. Caneo. Xavi. It is now or never.
enteng gue yang sekali.
Just a play off.
Benar. That's a Bxzpoe.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Main.
Very good game of football. No winner. But unfortunately, fans have got their money's worth.
Mas plus ya.
Entertainment.
Merah lagi ini.
Reflections on what you've seen, Tim.
Langsung kena.
Certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of. Tim alongside me. As the fans make their way home, so does we. Good evening to you.
Gue pergi.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This is certainly one of the more modern, more high-tech arenas around Europe. It is the Beltons Arena. Now, unfortunately, again, this between two very high-quality sides. Treat for everybody here. Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with big chance. Now, surely, he's gone for it. Well, they would be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now. Kameni. Mbappe. He's had a shot. He's delivered all right. What a start. And what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. Oh, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox it by going the other. Very nice. Madrid didn't expect this, that's for sure. And they do now. Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby. Nice to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. He's in! It could be in here, and the shot! Tries to get it clear. Let's get out of play. Another throw. Battles to win it back. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Okay. Mbappe.
Orang mingguan ya tak kayak
The top trying to get, and they've been caught out here. Chance to shoot!
kurang maju bos.
Hoists it forward, and the counter is on. Rodrigo. Mbappe gets on the end of it. Bergkamp. And it's played forward. Oh, they can break here. Finds himself eased off the ball. Forward it goes. He's off on a marauding run. And that has a hit! Right, that felt good. So easily a bit different. A more than decent attempt, Peter. That's a poor kick by the keeper. He's just given it straight back. Valverde. Kameni. Bergkamp. Could be a chance here. Kameni. Bergkamp. Bxzpoe and pick that up. And it's half time here. So there you have it, a close sport half of football. It's still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. I think this is the game up to now. Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. Still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour. There's a real chance! He scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's got to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning the league one way and not losing the other.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and blood in his path.
Chance to break. Get it forward quickly. And goes looking. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to go, and he didn't go for the back heel.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. Mbappe. Mbappe. Gets wrestled off the ball. Okay. Who's going to get that? It's it forward. Oh, it's broken through. Rudiger drives it forward. Okay. Breaks on here. Vinicius Junior. Makes a clever pass. Too much on it, and that's the keepers. Kameni. Oh, great ball! Intervention was very necessary. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Okay. Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz. And it's played forward. Now the counter. Mbappe. Into the last 5 minutes. He's found his man. Could be thinking about a shot here. It's one! And more and more and more! And surely that settles it. Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Raheem Diaz. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Alaba considers his options. Madrid looking to widen the gap even further here. Just about enough. And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid well beaten. There's no spinning this result. It could have been a whole lot worse.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Madrid really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
So it's just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.
Let's be put back. Let's be put. Tadi ya. Ini ya. Enak.
Let's got things on the way. Alaba. Valverde. Alaba. Rudiger. Valverde. Bergkamp. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now, can he capitalise? Gets it back. Vinicius Junior. Big chance!
Vinicius Junior certainly knows how to use the shooting to very good effect.
Hudson. Kameni. Bergkamp. Valverde. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Mbappe. Can he shoot? On the football, real danger here.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Bergkamp. Done very well to intervene. Hoists it forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Valverde. Foot in. Kameni.
Mbappe. Okay. Vinicius Junior tries to head towards goal. Valverde goes looking. He's making good use of his strength there. Just refuses to be outmuscled. Mbappe has a pop. That has certainly tested the keeper. Mbappe sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it. Vinicius Junior, and that's left him on the seat of his pants. Valverde. Okay. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, he's had a goal! They've scored! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss. Mbappe is the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them. Madrid break the deadlock. Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations. He's gone for it! Nicely worked. They use the 19 to great effect and working their way through the middle, and a little more lip there than they may have been celebrating. Us needing to be better than that, and he knows it. Forward it goes. Rodrigo. And it's played forward. Mbappe. And the ball's come out. Oh, real chance. Defence got better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Rudiger. Okay. Mbappe. Is there any support? He might not need it. To the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Valverde. And eventually the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best. There is the half-time whistle. Here we are, halfway over half-time. We did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. It hasn't exactly got the plan so far. There's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour. We're off again. Madrid don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in the second half. They can't hold back though. Okay. Rodrigo. Mbappe. Rudiger wants to get it forward quickly. Mbappe. Okay.
Mbappe. Oh, Danny's asking for trouble. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Trigo wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Valverde. Madrid made their intentions clear by leaving men up front. They're going to play on the break. Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk with Timmy. Yeah, that does look a foul, and so he's given a free kick. Rudiger. Vinicius Junior. Real chance to break, and he has been fouled there. The referee has shown him a yellow card. So here comes the substitution. By the crowd. I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering. Goes down, nothing given. Kameni. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's what has to be done now, no question about it. There's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this, it really is a question of needs must. Well, there's no two ways about it, this is what they have to do. And this is trying one. A real chance and a real let-off. Yeah, they got away with it, but that was a defensive letdown to see him march through like that. Battles to win it back. Mbappe. Brahim Diaz. Hoists it forward. Mbappe, a scorer already in the game, just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe, that's a decent ball. He's had a shot! Oh! They have got it! They have their equaliser! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring. That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle. As you called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate. That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction. That has certainly made things interesting. Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a lead. Well, both sides, in my
settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Rodrigo. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. We're headed in a draw, fast and graft and everything apart from a winning goal with a game. An intriguing contest and a result which at least partly satisfies all. What do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result in my opinion. To Jim alongside me, as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So it's down to business here. And he's straight offside. Okay. Valverde. Okay. Valverde. Cuts it out. He's got the ball glued to his feet. He's had a goal! It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for. A player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example. A moment that needed composure, and he's gone for it! Kameni. Really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Okay. And now they can launch a counter. Mbappe. Now the counter. Okay. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Okay. Forward it goes. He's being closely tested here. Mbappe. As he picks him out. Brilliant interception. Valverde plays it forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Kameni. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Okay. Vinicius Junior. Good interception. Okay. Vinicius Junior shoots! Goal kick. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Valverde. Okay. Vinicius Junior. He's left his man. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Goes for goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. They're just lacking a cutting executor. And while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good. Okay. Now short! And the shot! A 2-0 lead and they're firmly in control. And look, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled. Madrid take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in. That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective critics. Shot goal! Loose. Tries to get it forward quickly. Could move up a gear here. Valverde. Hoists it forward. Oh, good ball. Gets away from his opponents. And it's played forward. Half-time whistle goes. From the first half, it's pretty straightforward. Comes into a very good position. So 1-2 I think repeated their first half success with another short strike. Madrid hit 2-0 and they are looking good. So we're just settling back into this second half. Valverde. Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. High. Valverde has totally shown his greedy streak and the boss is not happy, I can tell you. Okay. Mbappe. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal and he didn't go for the back heel. Valverde. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Looking to force it through. Madrid have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front. They're going to play on the break. Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two. Mbappe, Kameni, forward it goes. Mbappe! Oh, surely that deserved better. It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak. Vinicius Junior. Expressing off the ball. And he heaves it forward. Madrid really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack. Has a hit! And the lead is extended. still further. Oh look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost. He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball. This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly. They don't know how to stop him. Madrid take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Hoist it forward. Kameni. Mbappe. Kameni. Gunay. Mbappe. Rudiger has gone to read it and intercepts. Valverde. Now a chance to break. Mbappe. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Gunay. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Madrid has got it back again. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here, it's all broken down. Okay. The message is clear, none shall pass. Gets it back. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Forward quickly. Hoist it forward. That will be the final act. Madrid, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they look like scoring. It is a landslide. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Madrid won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. A real chance if we can get through. Mbappe. Valverde. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Vinicius Junior could move up a gear here. Oh, good interception. Kameni, Valverde, Rodrigo, can't get the better of his opposite number. Alaba, hoists it forward. Ada, Valverde. It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Valverde, Madrid, and you're seeing a lot of the ball early on. Make it tell. Just wouldn't be beaten there. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Mbappe. It's a brilliant interception. Was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Very promising. Excellent! Lovely take, but that is where it stopped. That was created because of good landing movement, which pretty much dictated the pass. Hey there. Gets the ball of his man. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel. Rudiger. Valverde goes looking. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Well, accusatory stare there tells the whole story. Madrid seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with. Valverde. Looking to get within range. It's wrestled off the ball. Very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Gets it back. Wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Mbappe. Valverde, that's a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away. Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Throw it. That's been drilled forward. Referee brings the first half to a close. So the other team has broken through. It's not able to try. It's an interesting game up to now. Still goals. So first half thoughts. It's been a pretty abject performance. No effort at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that. So they hit it, shapes to shoot! It's in! And the second half is off to a flyer! Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal. Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set up in the box. Madrid draw first blood here. Or whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half time, it's 1-3. Oh, real danger here! Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's played forward. Gets into a dangerous position. Vinicius Junior. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Driving on, he could shoot here. They put it back as soon as they gave it away. Bergkamp. And helps available out wide. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Changes on both sides actually. That's it! Players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that? And that has added a whole new complexion to the game. Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Vinicius Junior, good energy in defence as well. You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing. But instead, he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here. Vinicius Junior battles to win it back. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break. Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, they have to deliver with this tactic. Kameni. Forward it goes. Brahim Diaz. This is gone, that's a foul. He's going into that with a black foot. Mbappe, can he deliver? He really flung himself at that. You know, it takes a lot of courage to do that, to throw yourself at the ball knowing you can catch a dip in the head. Done so. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that. Chance of goal. Madrid need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included. Mbappe. Tries to get it forward quickly. Goulet. Out to the left it goes. Oh, great defending. That needed doing.